Good evening, everyone. My name is Manu. I'm the lead backend developer at Lisk. Today, I'm going to give you an update in the road towards Lisk Mainnet v3. So before I move on to the releases, I would like to give you an overview of our planning and development process, and also give you an update on the Lisk Core 3.0 testnet release. And then finally, give a final step before the mainnet migration. So in the recent past, the Lisk development process has improved significantly. Oliver has been instrumental in defining this process, collaborating with the team and other departments. As a result of that, you've been seeing the products like Lisk SDK, Desktop, and Service with high quality. In the recent months ago, we conducted a security audit where we found zero high severity issues, and that proves that our development has improved significantly. So let us walk through the planning process. So first, we identify objectives. An objective, consists of multiple phases where we prioritize, but including the development roadmap, and then we gather the requirements, which includes both functional and non-functional. Once we have done the requirements gathering, we prioritize the object that needs to be included for the forecasting of the development. And then we design the solution by changing the existing system. And then finally, we prioritize the objective to be included for the development. During the development process, so we go over the specification, gather all the requirements, both functional and non-functional. Once we have the requirements in place, we design the system to update the system, and then we start developing the solution. We follow agile methodology for development. And then once the development cycles are completed, we go through a rigorous testing phase where we test our systems, and then we release multiple AlphaNet. And then we go to the BetaNet where we gather inputs from the community if there is any bugs. And once the BetaNet is completed, we move on to the public releases of Testnet and Mainnet. So now let's move on to the products updates. We have been conducting multiple releases for the Lisk SDK 5.0 to be prepared for the Lisk Testnet and Mainnet release. Through that process, we have done multiple releases where we gather input from the community and then improved upon the SDK to be ready for the production. So currently, we have released 6 releases from 5.0 to 5.0.5. The current 5.0.5 is production ready and to be released with Lisk Core 3.0. Coming back to Lisk Core, we have released 6 betas, and then the Lisk Core is fully tested and ready to be released to the testnet. But until then, we continue the testing and then improve the product. Recently, we conducted Lisk Core Migrator testing. So what is a migrator? Migrator is a CLI tool which migrates the Lisk Core blockchain data from a particular version to the specified version. In this case, we will be migrating from 2.1.6 to the 3.0 in a decentralized way. Due to many protocol changes in the Lisk Core 3.3, the Lisk Core blockchain will restart from specified snapshot height. We have released the Lisk Core Migrator 1.0 RC0, and then the corresponding migrator documentation has been published too. I would like you to go through the Lisk documentation and then give us some valuable feedback as well there. So coming back to the Lisk Service, Lisk Service acts as a layer between the blockchain and our Lisk wallets. So we have released Lisk Service 0.2, which supports Lisk SDK 4.0 API, and then it also implements the fee estimation algorithm. We released today Lisk Service 0.3.0, which supports Lisk SDK 5.0 API, and then it also implements the blockchain data store, which enable you to access transactions, blocks, and much more information. So Lisk Service product is ready for the production, which supports Lisk Core 3.0 and all our Lisk wallets. Now, Lisk Desktop. Desktop is the main wallet to access the Lisk accounts and the Lisk tokens, and many more Lisk features. We have done multiple beta releases. The beta 0 comes with support for new dynamic transaction fees, and then new vote transactions. The beta 1 released with support for the 4.0 APIs, and then the beta 2 released with the support for the new standby forges features. Today, we released the Lisk SDK beta 3, and then it supports the Lisk SDK 5.0 API, and then changed the new Lisk address system. So in the coming days, Lisk Desktop will be working on the beta 4 release. So the development is already in progress, where they'll be working on support for the new multi-signature transactions and removal of second passphrase. After the beta releases are done, the Lisk Desktop will be prepared for the testnet release, where we will only fix the bugs and the visual defects. That means by this phase, the desktop will be ready for the testnet release. So what are the final steps before mainnet migration? As I've explained, so we have done beta net launches, and then we have done the testnet migration test successfully. That gets closer to testnet migration. Soon after that, we will conduct mainnet migration test. And once the mainnet migration is successful, we will do the mainnet migration. So here is the estimation. We are hoping to migrate to testnet this summer. And then once the testnet migration is successful, we will migrate to the mainnet migration this fall. That's all from my side today.